Capital Chaos TV. I am at Vans Warped Tour 14 in Wheatland, and I am getting ready to interview Shira, aka Shiragirl. She has her own stage named after her. She's been making a really big name for a long time, and she's really out there speaking for women, and I'm really excited to sit and talk with her today. So we're going to find out what's going on in her rock and roll world and what plans you have going on. So how's it been? How's tour so far?
It's been amazing. I'm so happy. I love this tour. I'm really happy to be back and also to be able to bring other women with me. So
yes.
It's a really awesome experience.
So because of you, there's now a stage named after you, and does it only have female-fronted bands performing on it?
Exactly. Female-fronted bands and female artists as well.
Okay, all right. That's got to be an amazing feeling to have accomplished something like that. I know in an industry that's generally male-dominated, sometimes women just don't get the appreciation that they deserve. So, in your opinion, since you've been doing this for a while, what do you think is the biggest stigma or misconception about female musicians?
I think the biggest misconception is that we don't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, I think there's not that many female musicians because females just don't play music. That's not true.
No.
You know, it's just that we're not getting the record deals, we're not getting the airplay, we're not getting the attention. We're not getting the support, you know, so I would say that's probably the biggest misconception.
Okay, yeah. And so how you got this and accomplished it was just by sticking to your guns and standing up for yourself and saying this is going to happen?
Well, you know, I'm really lucky because Kevin Lyman has always been supportive of this project and what we've done. And, you know, at first I kind of crashed the tour back in the day.
That was so awesome.
Yeah, well, you know what? I noticed, I was on the tour in 2003 and I noticed there was no female band. There was one girl on the whole tour, M from Tsunami Bomb, and I was just like, where are the girls? Because I came from New York, there was tons of hardcore, you know, all-girl bands that I knew, metal bands, and I'm like, I don't understand, you know, like, where's the disconnect? And so I knew they existed, you know? And I did approach Kevin, and I said, you know, I'd love to bring some girls maybe into the girls' garage tent and set up, and he said, great idea, maybe next year, because it was the 10th anniversary, they had a lot going on. We said okay, and then we drove in the RV and just played anyway. And
so awesome.
And Kevin was awesome. You know, we didn't know what was gonna happen, but he walked by and he's like, Shira, you guys on for the rest of the tour now? So he totally invited us to hook this up.
So cool.
And then at the end of that summer, when the tour made its way to New York, I said, Kevin, I know a few awesome bands. Can I bring them out to the Randall's Island date? And he's like, make it happen. You know, he's always just been supportive. Like, if I can make it happen, he'll let it happen. You know, which there's no other festival that's letting an all-girls stage happen. You know, so it's really amazing. And we brought it in. The crowd loved it, and then we decided to do it official the following year. So the first official year of the stage was in 2005, and we actually hosted Paramore in their very first tour, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah. The next year, Joan Jett appeared on the stage.
Yes.
I actually got to sing Bad Reputation. She played guitar and sang backup. What?
Yeah.
I felt like I was in the Runaways.
Right? Oh my god, I love that movie.
We were rehearsing like before, you know, backstage before we went on. It was like surreal. I had to like pinch myself. Like, is this a dream or just really happening? You know, we were in Cleveland in this like little corner on this little side stage, and like I saw Kevin Lyman, you know, watching in the crowd. It was cool.
So neat. So I know for a while you had an all-girl band going on, and now you're kind of just doing a solo thing.
Yes.
Do you ever see yourself going back into a band, or are you kind of just content with where you're at right now?
That's a great question. I miss it sometimes, you know, like I see the bands because I'm really into punk rock and heavy music, you know. But for me, I'm just exploring, you know, a new sound and a new path, so I would never rule it out. Like, we've already kind of talked, like, oh yeah, we should do Shiragirl reunion. You know how it is though, like girl bands, it's like drama
and trying to get everybody on the same page.
Yeah, so, but I would never say never. But right now, I'm really enjoying this new direction and the dance stuff, which is actually, for me, it's very cool because I've been dancing actually since I was 3 years old.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
So I understand you're a professional dancer. You do a lot of theatrical stuff. So are you integrating that into your show now that you have a little more freedom?
Absolutely. I'm really excited about my show. I have 2 dancers. We got costumes and props, the whole production. I hope you can make it by the show.
I've got it written down.
Awesome. So yeah, it's really rad. I mean, to be able to bring something different to Warped Tour is very cool too, because you know, there's like 100 bands a day here, you know, and I'd like to be able to say, okay, I'm doing something that no one else is doing.
Yes.
So, you know, for me, it's a way to kind of show off my dance training and just do something different.
So when did you know? When did you have that first musical experience that opened your eyes and you said, this is what I want to do, or it's something I want to look into doing?
So funny, because it's kind of a process, but I have to say, when I was a little girl, I went and saw Debbie Gibson.
Oh my God.
Which is old school, right? But I saw her and she came up from the ground. You know, I was really, really little, but she started singing Electric Youth, and the crowd went crazy. And I just seeing like the crowd reaction, I was like, I want to do that, you know. So you know, ever since kind of like that moment, I always have loved to perform. And then, you know, as it went on, and I kind of decided like this is something I really want to do. Just sticking to your guns, and you know, never giving up, not quitting, just kind of pushing through all the obstacles. And
absolutely. Yeah. So what can we expect from you? What do you have on your agenda? What are some goals that you have coming up that you'd like to do, or that maybe we'll see within the next year or so?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm really excited to work with Conquer Entertainment. That's our sponsor for the stage. And I'm actually going to be doing some free downloads off my Get Conquer program.
Awesome.
So that's getconquer.com/Shiragirl. So make sure you check that out. My new song, You Ain't Heard That, is up there now. We're going to be releasing some more new songs throughout the summer. Coming up in August, I'm going to be performing at the Conquer Entertainment Convention in Greensboro, North Carolina. So that's really exciting. And I'm so excited to spread the word about Conquer because they're doing a great thing for artists. You know, no one's making money off selling music anymore. So Conquer is all about lifestyle marketing, and artists can derive income from promoting the products they use, the things they wear, the gear that they record with, and it's just a great way that artists can support themselves and support their careers.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It bothers me when I see these bands work so hard on the albums and then they just get pirated, and to me it's stealing. I've never once downloaded an album, and I may be the exception to the norm, but I always buy from local record albums and record stores, just because, I mean, that's your job. You're putting your heart and your soul and time and money and energy. You should be paid for that, especially when it's so entertaining and it's touching. That's what music does. So
no, absolutely. And it's getting harder and harder, you know, for artists to survive, even at the big level. But you know, with the internet, we have this great opportunity to reach fans directly, you know. But then the question is, how do you monetize that? It's not enough just to get, you know, 50,000 YouTube hits, you know. But if 5% of those people go and buy the lipstick that you're wearing today because you posted a picture of it. You know, it's like products that they'll buy anyway, but buying it through you, and it supports you, and you know, so it's a really amazing business plan. So I'm excited to work more with Conquer and work more with artists to, you know, I love to help other artists.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm gonna have to look into Conquer because that sounds like a really awesome organization. So cool. Well, I don't want to take too much more of your time, Shiragirl.
No, hey, I'm here all day. Let's hang out.
Just here all day.
Grab some lunch. Grab a drink.
I wanted to ask you though, because I heard a little bit in some of your music that it sounds like you might be a fan of Riot Girl.
Yes.
Okay, so who are some of your favorites? Because I love that genre, like
Bikini Kill,
Bratmobile, L7, Slits. Okay, so you're like me.
Yes,
all right.
I love it all. Kathleen Hanna's a huge influence on me, you know, and I love what she did with La Tigra, you know, kind of taking it into like the new age. Because, you know, you can be stuck in the throwback, but, you know, K-Rock's never going to play it, so what else can we do?
For me, it was Brody from the Distillers. I was obsessed with her, and I'm not discounting her new project, Spinderella, but it's just not the same, but it's still rad, and I'm a big fan of female punk, so that's awesome.
Kathleen Hanna, for me, like, actually one of the first songs I ever sang was Rebel Girl.
Yeah.
Me and my friends did this She Rose party, and everyone had to cover a couple songs, so I did I Love Rock and Roll and Rebel Girl, and it was, like, my first time singing with a band, because I really grew up doing, like, musical theater, and so that song always has like a special place in my heart. It's just a rad song too. So you know,
that's awesome.
She's a legend.
Yes, she is. She is. You're gonna be a legend.
Thank you.
Please find her, Shiragirl. She's online. She's on the internet. She's performing. She's gonna be doing a lot of stuff. Look up Conquer, and please, if you can, come to Vans Warped Tour and check out the Shiragirl stage. It's all pink and beautiful, and it's got really hot chicks on it, I'm just saying. So I want to thank you again so much for taking the time to meet with Capital Chaos. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Just check me out online, Shiragirl. Yeah.
All right.
Big day, every day. I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to work. Staying home is feeling cool. Hey, hey. Staying home is feeling cool. Hey, 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 hey.
Chaos.
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 Capital Chaos.
Capital Chaos TV.
Motherfucker.